Hey guys, I've got another Thief Priest video for you. This is the type of video I wanted to share up front where the Thief is up against a Highlander deck so that I'm able to steal additional Zephrys and Alexstraszas.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Count your blessings, mate.
There goes the Zephrys that is native to the deck. Again, just like before, I was trying to put on a pile of stats since the opponent is a rogue.
The Brotherhood shall prevail. Greeting, fellow humans.
Tender flesh for the dragon!
On wings of evil.
Let me change your mind.
How about a new life? Another soul to consume.
Here I make a very common mistake. Anytime you want to magnetize Ziliax and Snip Snap together, it's wise to play the Ziliax first. There's two reasons here, the first being that my opponent is a rogue, and in the event it gets sapped, I would rather have the Ziliax back than the Snip Snap. And then of course we actually have Seance in our hand, so again we would want the Ziliax to be the one that gets seanced, not Snip Snap.
So many. Life and hope are worth fighting.
Having just drawn Chameleos, it made me very sad to see him play his Dragon Queen Alexstraszas, simply because that meant I would have no chance of copying it.
Your future is new.
And yet, as luck would have it, apparently off of his Draconic Lackey, he got a Dragon Queen Alexstraszas, so I was able to copy it after all. Please note this will be the first one I play this game.
Be reborn!
So many options.
You mortals know nothing of matter!
Choose soon.
Nobody move, and no one gets hurt.
So be it. Winds of the south, come to my aid!
Life and hope are worth fighting.
This marks my second Alexstraszas this game. Please note that it's the one that was native to my deck, and it actually had a pretty decent yield.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Here, thanks to Psychic Conjurer, I get my hands on my second Zephrys by copying his.
Precision. Perfection.
Up to no good? Me too.
That's hot.
On the wings of evil.
The future is clear. Your demise be near.
Since he never played his second Alexstraszas, my Madame Lazul is able to steal a copy of it. This would be the third Alexstraszas, but unfortunately I didn't get a chance to play it.
I get it.
Tyrande versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin.
Immune give me strength.
Nothing but a bunch of big birds!
Job done.
The fires of vengeance burn bright. vengeance burn bright!
Your wish is my suggestion.
Here I was using Zephrys to try and find an answer to the opponent's Dragonbane with the intention of being able to follow up with a Seance. So something that cost 2 or 3 that got rid of the Dragonbane, such as Shadowworn Pain, would have been ideal, but I wasn't offered it here, and I thought for sure this was going to be a loss.
The future is clear. Your demise be near.
I was reasonably certain that the secret he just played was not Freezing Trap, simply because he would not give me my Zephrys back willingly. Here, Madame Lazul actually confirms it, and it just goes to show one of the neat things about this deck is that when you're playing Thief and with Discover effects, you kind of get a real good read on what your opponent's playing, and it actually does help your maneuverability in a situation, just like the uncertainty of secrets oftentimes leads to bad play just because of the lack of certainty. I was quite surprised to see the opponent willing to play the Freezing Trap here. I guess he assumed that because he was emptying his hand, giving me my Madame Lazul back wouldn't be a problem, which makes sense.
Job's done.
The fires of vengeance burn bright!
Unity, precision, primitive.
Obviously the Seance is in the deck because it is technically a Thief card, as you're able to steal your opponent's or copy your own Zephrys and Alexstraszas. Obviously here, Seancing on Ziliax, which this is not the first time I've had to do that, is the obvious choice. When I played Cloning Device, it was my intention to use this turn to play Dragon Queen Alexstraszas. However, knowing that he had Reckless Rocketeer in his deck, if that was in fact his next draw, I would be dead. So instead I make a lesser play to start putting pressure on my opponent while keeping myself as healed up as possible. I'm not sure that this was the best play, as that would have been a great time to play the Rot Nest Drake. However, just like before, putting this taunt down and increasing my healing it just felt safer to me, I guess.
Nothing but a bunch of big bears!
I'm flying!
I wanted to take this opportunity to reiterate what an impact Leroy leaving the meta is. It would seem that this person basically continued playing a pre-nerf deck and threw in Reckless Rocketeer in place of Leroy, but as we can see, the fact that it costs one more and has one less attack really does make all the difference in the world, and that's why this card just simply isn't played outside of Arena. Here we see another mistake I made. I didn't really have a decent play this turn, and he actually did keep a card in hand, so it would have made more sense to play Madame Lazul to get it rather than the Mind Vision. After yesterday's comments questioning the relevance of the Priest hero power, I have to eat those words as I unbelievably stay alive through that onslaught.